The Elder Scrolls series hosted to many races throughout all of Nirn, including the Argonians, the Khajiit, and even the Enwa killing Dunmer of Morrowind. But I feel like that there is one race that always slips through the cracks when people are always discussing the Elder Scrolls series. The Redguards. I, like quite a few people, but not that many, believe that the Redguards are one of the most underrated races in all of the Elder Scrolls series. I mean, seriously, whenever you do a poll or see a poll anywhere about races, your most favorite race that you've played in the Elder Scrolls series, Redguards are typically at the way bottom. And it's kind of sad to see because I understand the reason why. You know, they're not the most explored upon race. They're not the coolest race like the orcs or the high elves or the Dunmer. And you don't really get to know a lot about their culture unless you play the Elder Scrolls Online series. And even then, ESO doesn't really do a good job at introducing the Redguards. So there is a reason why the Redguards are pretty down in the dumps when it comes to people's favorite races, but they are still underrated nonetheless. I mean, the name Hammerfell, the story behind that is really freaking cool. You had a Dunmer clan called the Rorken clan that threw the Daedric artifact called Volendrung that Malakath has, and they tossed it from Morrowind all the way to Hammerfell. And they call it Hammerfell because that's where the hammer fell. And granted, that's not the Redguard specifically, that's more the Dwemer, but that's a pretty cool introduction to the entire land of Hammerfell in general. And with the Redguards, their history is very simplistic because, again, they're not really that well described in lore and stuff like that, and their history isn't that fleshed out. But you have the Regatta army, they look really cool in ESO, and they have that really cool, well, I wouldn't say cool, but interesting lore device of how they can't kill the dead because they view that as being incredibly dishonorable because that is their ancestors. And then you also have like this split between the crown and just all of Hammerfell being divided in two, with the northern side being more Yokuden and the southern side being more at accepting with the rest of Tamriel. And I've always found that to be pretty cool. And on top of that, Hammerfell was one of the few places that on their own were able to resist the Thalmor pretty well. Now, I don't know about you, but that takes balls, all right? That takes a lot of balls right there to do that. I would also make an argument that the Redguards are actually kind of like the Dunmer in a way. They're different because Redguards very much focus on warrior culture style, and they have a deep disdain for magic. But I mean, they're both in like these very like harsh lands that only they can really survive in, and they have to deal with like sandstorms. At least in Hammerfell they have sandstorms, in Morrowind they have ash storms and stuff like that. If you really try and compare the two, obviously there are measurable differences in architecture, culture, and stuff like that. But if you view it from a very outside perspective, they are also quite similar. And the Dunmer are one of the greatest races in Tamriel, at least from the community standpoint, just because of how in-depth they are because of the game Morrowind. So, yeah, I understand why the Redguards are pretty overlooked, and I hope that if Elder Scrolls 6 takes place in Hammerfell, we will have much more love shown for the Redguards. But yeah, I just want to make this video because that's just a feeling I have about the Redguards, that they are pretty underrated, and I wanted to make sure that Fudge Muppet wasn't the only YouTube channel that talks about the Redguards being underrated. So with that being said, sorry I haven't uploaded in a bit, but I hope you liked the video. Like the video if you liked the video, subscribe if you've subscribed the video, and I will see you guys whenever the fuck I decide to upload. House Tovani be with you.